Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Yuri watching Rare Coin Treasures, the place where history meets hidden fortune. Today, we are diving deep into the mysterious and valuable world of the Liberty 1-cent coin from the year 1970. A coin that might just be lying in your old drawer, waiting to change your life. So make sure to watch till the very end, because we're about to uncover its history, rarity, how it was minted, and how much it's worth today in the collector's market. And, trust me, some versions of this coin are worth thousands of dollars. Let's begin this incredible journey. The Liberty 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent, has a rich and proud history in American currency. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Now, let's fast forward to 1970. The United States Mint produced these coins at three major facilities: Philadelphia, Denver D Mint Mark, San Francisco S Mint Mark. The 1970 Lincoln cent was made using 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. This was before the composition change that happened in 1982, when the U.S. shifted to using mostly zinc due to rising copper prices. But what makes the 1970 coin especially interesting is not just its design, which still features Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, but the minting errors and rare varieties that collectors are searching for even today. Let's talk about the types and minting errors of the 1970 Liberty 1-cent that make this coin extremely valuable. 1970s small date versus large date. This is the most famous and sought-after variety. The small date version is much rarer than the large date, and collectors pay big money for high-grade examples. To spot a small date, look at the shape of the 7 in the date. It's more level with the 0, and the overall date appears slightly more delicate and higher on the coin. 1970s small date in proof. Some proof coins from San Francisco show this rare variety. These coins are mirror-like and were specially made for collectors. A 1970s small date proof in PR69 RD condition can sell for over $3,000 at auction. Double die errors. Some 1970 cents, especially those from the Philadelphia Mint, were struck with slight misalignments. Doubling can be seen in the date or in the letters Liberty and In God We Trust. These double die obverse DDO coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands depending on the clarity and condition. Off-center strikes and die crack coins that were misaligned during minting, known as off-center errors, or those with cracks in the die, often fetched premium prices among error collectors. Here's how many 1970 Liberty 1-cent coins were made. Philadelphia No Mint Mark around 1.14 billion coins. Denver D around 2.89 billion coins. San Francisco S around 690 million, including both proof and circulation strikes. Now let's talk money, the real value. Most 1970 cents in average circulated condition are worth just 1 cent. However, if you have a coin in uncirculated or proof condition, especially the 1970s small date, the value rises dramatically. Let's break it down by type and condition. 1970 Philadelphia No Mint Mark circulated, 1 to 5 cents. Uncirculated, MS65 plus around $10 to $251970. Denver Mint circulated, 1 to 3 cents. Uncirculated, MS65 plus $10 to $401970. Large date circulated, 1 to 5 cents. Proofs $5 to $151970 small date, proof PR 65, $700 PR 69, red $3,000 plus 1970s small date regular strike MS 65 red, $2,000 to $5,000 plus rare auction sales, over $6,000 double die or off-center errors, depending on severity and grade, $100 to $1,500 plus. So next time you find an old penny in your pocket change, look closely. The 1970 Liberty 1-cent coin might just be a hidden gem worth a small fortune. So there you have it, coin hunters. The 1970 Liberty 1-cent may seem small in size, but it holds a huge place in American numismatic history. From rare mint errors to small date varieties, the value of this humble penny can skyrocket. Make sure to check your coin jars, look for the 1970s small date, inspect for mint errors, and always get rare coins professionally graded for best value. If you found this video valuable and informative, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends who love coins or might be sitting on a treasure without even knowing it. Let us know in the comments if you have a 1970 penny, and we might feature your coin in our next video. Thanks for watching Rare Coin Treasures. We'll see you in the next episode. And until then, keep collecting, stay curious, and never stop hunting for hidden gold and copper, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures in your pocket change or want to know the true worth of that old penny lying in your drawer, then you're in the right place. Today, we're uncovering the story, value, and surprising market worth of the Liberty 1-cent coin from the year 1976. Get ready, because this little coin might be worth more than you ever imagined. Let's talk about the Liberty 1-cent 1976, also known as the Lincoln penny. At first glance, it might seem like just another ordinary coin, but this piece carries a significant amount of American history. Struck during the bicentennial year of the United States, 1976 was a time of celebration and national pride, marking 200 years of American independence. Although the Lincoln penny itself wasn't redesigned for the bicentennial like the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins were, it was still produced in massive quantities. And some rare variations make it a true collector's item today. On the obverse side of the coin, we see the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, facing right. This design by Victor David Brenner has been in use since 1909. Above Lincoln's head is the famous phrase, "In God We Trust," with the word liberty to the left and the year 1976 to the right. Depending on the mint mark, you may see a small D for Denver or S for San Francisco, or no mint mark at all, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. On the reverse side, we see the Lincoln Memorial, which was added to the penny in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln seated in the memorial, an incredible detail for such a small coin. Now let's dive into the minting details. In 1976, 3 major U.S. mints produced the Lincoln cent. Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 4.2 billion coins. Denver Mint produced around 4.2 billion as well. San Francisco Mint produced over 4 million proof coins only. In total, over 8.4 billion 1976 Lincoln cents were struck, making it one of the most widely circulated coins of the 1970s. However, as always with coins, It's not just the quantity that matters, it's the condition, rarity, and unique errors that determine value. Even though billions of these coins were minted, some rare varieties and errors can make a 1976 penny extremely valuable. Here are some to look out for. Double die averse, DDO, in some coins, especially those minted in Philadelphia. You may see a doubling effect on the lettering, particularly noticeable in the words Liberty, or In God We Trust. These errors can be worth hundreds of dollars depending on condition. Off-center strike. If your 1976 penny was struck off-center, leaving part of the design missing, it can fetch between $25 and $150 or more. Die cracks or cuds. Sometimes, imperfections during minting create small cracks or raised areas on the coin. Collectors often pay a premium for such unique features. High-grade proof coins from San Francisco. The 1976 Lincoln cents were produced specifically for collectors and are mirror-like in appearance. A flawless PR69 or PR70 can be worth $20 to $50 or more. So, what is the current value of a 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin in today's market? Here's a general breakdown. Circulated coins in average condition are generally worth 1 to 3 cents due to their copper content. But don't be disappointed, because things get much more exciting with better grades. Uncirculated coins, mint state, can range from 50 cents to over $5, depending on how pristine they are. Error coins, such as double dies or off-center strikes, can be worth $50 to several $100 depending on rarity and condition. Proof coins, especially 1976 in PR69 or PR70 condition, can be worth $20 to $100 or more, especially if they're graded and certified by agencies like PCGS or NGC. And if you're lucky enough to find a rare high-grade error, like a double die in mint state, you could be looking at a value of $500 to even over $1,000 in auctions or private sales. The 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin is not just a piece of pocket change, it's a snapshot of America during one of its most patriotic years. Collectors love it not only for its historical significance but also because it's a relatively affordable coin to begin building a collection with. Its link to the American bicentennial, combined with the massive circulation and a handful of valuable error varieties, makes it an interesting and exciting find for any coin enthusiast. So, before you toss that 1976 penny into your coin jar, take a second look. You might be holding a small piece of American history, or even a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video on rare coins and their hidden values. Drop a comment below if you have a 1976 penny or any other coin you'd like us to cover. Thanks for watching and happy collecting! Coin lovers and treasure hunters, today, we're diving deep into the story of a small but mighty coin that could be sitting right in your pocket. The Liberty 1-cent 1995 D penny. Don't blink, because this humble coin has a rich history, surprising errors, and in some cases, a value that might blow your mind. The 1995 D Lincoln cent, commonly known as the Liberty 1-cent 1995 D, is more than just 1 cent struck in Denver and marked with a D mint mark. This coin features the legendary image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, a design created by Victor David Brenner way back in 1909. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a design that was first introduced in 1959 and continued until 2008. The 1995 D penny is made of a copper-plated zinc composition, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, and weighs about 2.5 grams. Though billions of these coins were minted, certain varieties and errors in the 1995 D batch have become highly collectible. In 1995, the Denver Mint produced an enormous number of these pennies. Over 7.1 billion coins to be exact. Yes, that's 7,128,560,000 coins. That means this coin was widely circulated and used in everyday transactions across the United States. The U.S. Mint was running at full capacity in the 90s, especially with pennies, as they were still essential in commerce. However, it's the rare die errors and well-preserved specimens from this year that have made collectors turn their attention to this specific penny. Now, here's where things get interesting. Though the 1995 D doesn't have the famous double die that its Philadelphia cousin does, the 1995 P double die averse, it still has error coins that are sought after. Look out for these rare errors, off-center strikes, where the coin wasn't struck in the center, giving it a dramatic and misaligned look. Clipped planchet errors, where a small portion of the coin appears missing from the edge. Die cracks and cuds, caused by damaged dies, leaving raised lines or blobs on the coin. Struck through grease errors, where the details are missing due to debris in the dies. Coins with such errors, especially in uncirculated condition, can fetch anywhere from $10 to over $100, depending on the type of error and the condition. So what is the Liberty 1 cent 1995 D penny worth today? Let's break it down. In circulated condition, which is the condition of most pennies found in change, the value remains at 1 cent. In uncirculated condition, MS60 to MS63, a 1995 D penny can be worth between 25 cents and $2. In high grades like MS65 to MS67, especially with strong luster and no scratches, collectors are paying $5 to $20, and sometimes more depending on eye appeal and rarity of the strike. Rare error coins or ones graded by services like PCGS or NGC can easily be worth $50 to even $250, especially for dramatic off-center strikes or clipped planchets. Remember, condition is everything in coin collecting. Always handle coins by the edges, avoid cleaning them, and store them in proper holder. Fun fact: though the 1995 D penny is modern, it still holds historic value as one of the last Lincoln Memorial reverse coins before the cent underwent a dramatic design change in 2009 for the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth. Collector tip: if you're hunting 1995 D pennies, look for full strike coins with no wear on Lincoln's cheek and jaw. The clearer and more defined the design, the higher the grade. Also, be sure to check rolls of pennies from the bank. Treasure hunters have found mint state and error coins hiding in plain sight. So there you have it. The 1995 D Liberty 1 cent penny might be small, but its story is big. From a massive production run to collectible errors and surprising market value, this coin is proof that history and value can be hiding in your pocket change. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin stories, and comment below if you've ever found a rare penny in your collection. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story. Maybe your next one is worth a fortune. Collectors and history hunters, you've just stepped into another exciting journey with us, where we uncover hidden gems in your pocket change. In today's video, we're diving deep into a coin that looks ordinary to the naked eye but holds a fascinating story behind it. The Liberty 1 cent 2022. Whether you're a beginner collector or a seasoned numismatist, this video is packed with everything you need to know, from its history to its potential worth in the market right now. So make sure to watch till the end, because that little coin in your drawer could be worth more than you think. The Liberty 1 cent coin, more popularly known as the Lincoln penny, is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First minted in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, it replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Fast forward to the year 2022, more than a century later, and the Lincoln penny is still going strong. The 2022 edition continues to feature Lincoln's right-facing profile on the obverse side, a design crafted by Victor David Brenner over 100 years ago. On the reverse, we still see the Union Shield, a design introduced in 2010, symbolizing national unity. But here's where it gets interesting. Though billions of these coins are produced every year, not all are created equal. Some 2022 Liberty 1 cents carry tiny errors, rare mint marks, and high-grade conditions that make them extremely valuable in the collector's market. In 2022, the U.S. Mint produced an estimated 7.4 billion 1 cent coins across its Philadelphia and Denver facilities. That's a staggering number. The Philadelphia Mint coins carry no mint mark, while the Denver Mint coins are identified by a small d under the year. These coins are made from copper-plated zinc, weighing 2.5 grams and measuring 19 millimeters in diameter. While their face value is just 1 cent, their true value can skyrocket depending on rarity, grade, and errors. Some collectors are on the lookout for rare double-die errors, off-center strikes, or coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially those graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Such coins can command high prices, even in the hundreds of dollars. Now let's talk money. While most 2022 Liberty 1 cent coins in circulation are worth their face value, 1 cent, high-grade specimens or error coins can be worth $50, $100, or even $500 depending on demand and condition. For example, a 2022 D penny graded MS67 Plus RD recently sold for over $175 at auction. A rare 2022 penny with a noticeable die crack error fetched $250 on an online marketplace. A double die obverse error in mint state has been valued at over $300 by collectors, and remember, values fluctuate based on market demand, metal prices, and grading. So if you think you've got a flawless or unusual 2022 penny, don't just spend it. Get it checked by a grading EXP. So, what should you look out for if you want to find a valuable 2022 Liberty 1 cent? Here are a few quick tips. Look for errors. Check for double dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes. Check the mint mark, the D, Denver, and no mark, Philadelphia, coins both have collectible variants. Preserve condition. Keep your coins clean, dry, and store them in coin flips or holders. Grade your coin. Consider sending your best finds to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Stay informed. Watch coin auctions. Follow collector forums. And subscribe to coin news sources. Even a coin that's just a year old can hold immense future value if it's rare or preserved in perfect condition. And that wraps up our deep dive into the Liberty 1 cent 2022. From humble beginnings as a piece of everyday change to becoming a sought-after collector's item, this little coin proves that value isn't always about what's written on the surface. It's about history, rarity, and passion for collecting. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow collectors, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome coin stories and rare finds. Got a 2022 penny you think might be valuable? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your coins safe, and your curiosity alive. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!